County talk. We're gonna go into the player ratings after which was quite a poor result, really. I think for us, we should have really been going for the win. It was 1-1 to Woking at home. For me, it's one of the games where we should be winning. We want to be pushing further into the playoffs, not just get playoffs, but maybe even top 3. So we'll kick it off. We'll go McDonald. Yeah.
He's made an amazing save. It's going bottom corner from their striker. It's a fantastic save. Couldn't do anything about the goal. And he must be sick of getting them under-hit back passes to him today.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is down to the pitch. It was probably very wet.
Yeah. I'm going 7.5.
I'm going to go 6. He's not Slocum, is he?
He's not Slocum, but he's put a good performance in.
Like when they were crowding the keeper today, you're scared because he's not as tall. He doesn't command his box like Slocum does. So for me, I don't know.
Big disagreement.
He's not. He's obviously a decent replacement because he's not putting too many things wrong, but no, he's not.
Let's go Dion Kelly-Evans. Fielding left back again.
It's every single time he plays, they say the same thing. He gave his all. There was actually a chance where if the ref didn't give a foul, they had a tap in and he just booted the player. That's the sort of player I want in my team.
Yeah.
So
what a player.
I'm going to give him a 7.5. Will said it in his fan chat though. He can't use his left foot. You were scared to cross it today, which is annoying. When you've got a player on the left, you should be able to at least swing a couple in with your left.
I'm going 7.
Yeah,
7 for him. Yeah. Let's go Rawlinson. I thought he was pretty poor today.
Yeah, he wasn't his normal self for me today. I'd agree with you on that one.
He's given the ball away loads of times.
Yeah. One of them, it was like he passed across the pitch, didn't he? It was like basically past the opposition.
Yeah, it's like he wanted an assist.
Really off colour. Yeah, strange one for me today.
I think he's built the partnership with Lacey.
Yeah, 6.
I'm going to give Rawlinson a 5.5.
Bird.
His partner Bird. It's tough to come straight into a side when you've not really had a run of games.
I don't think he's looked too out of place. He's not done as well as maybe Lacey would have, but for a player that's like Bird, because he's a squad player at the moment, I think he's done well.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6.
I was gonna give him a 6, but I'm gonna give him a 7.5 for shoving that player off the pitch near the end.
That's worthy of a 10 though. He literally rolled the man off the pitch.
Everyone was cheering. It's like we'd score that second.
I'm going up to a 7 for that.
Yeah, there you go. Change the mind.
I think there was 3 players on that pitch today that could have cleared from corners because they were a big physical team. Their number 6 was massive. Their right back was huge.
Their back 4 was massive.
There's 3 players on that pitch that could have commanded the box from corners and crosses. Rawlinson, Bird, and Wootton when he came back for corners. They lost nearly every battle in the box.
Yeah, I think it's tough.
So that's why I don't think they did that well. Brindley.
Nearly gave a penalty away.
Should have given.
Also, did some very good passes.
The one through where Cal Roberts, was that Brindley?
Yeah, it was, yeah. I'm going to give him a 7 today. I think he's... Other than that penalty, he's clumsy, it's a wet surface. He didn't go down to slide tackle. I think it was probably a slip.
Yeah.
But he's still a little bit clumsy, but I'm going to go 7.
I'm going to go 6.5.
Fair enough.
Then we look at the midfield. And a player that's gone quite unnoticed today, I think, is Enzio. I think he was decent in terms of tracking back.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he was very, very, very good at tracking back today, like sprinting back where, I've said this a couple of times now, at the start of the season we was criticising him for not doing that, so he's coming on as a player and it is good to see. I'm going to give him a 6.5.
I think it's a tough one. I think 6 for me, because he is capable of more, but it would have been a lot lower had he not been putting the effort in to track back.
Yeah.
We'll go to the other wing. Cal Roberts got man of the match, runs non-stop, just a great player.
Yeah, he missed that sitter and I think everyone will give him a hard time for it. Initially I was thinking, has he missed that, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. If you're not set yourself properly, set yourself that second early, it just comes to you wrong and it's gone over. But I do think he redeemed himself. He was creating a lot for us. Probably our most creative player today.
He could have had 2 assists because
Yeah.
Rose missed that chance on the edge.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I'm going to give Cal Roberts a 7.5.
I'm going to give him an 8.
It would have been an 8.
I think he's a key player for us now. Very, very important.
Yeah, definitely. And then we look at the middle of the pitch, which have really confused me today about performances.
You know what? Rose played well for me today. He put himself on the line, you know, and every fan loves to see that. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really got anything negative to say. Have you?
No, but I haven't got anything great to say.
Yeah, but I think that's what Rose is, though, isn't he? Is that physical presence?
It shouldn't be. You should be having great things to say about him. But you know what?
I think it's hard to create as much from the middle. Like, I don't know. I think
today was a tough day.
Tough game. You know, big opponents, tough side, and the conditions were horrible. It was windy, cold. When it's like that, everything just feels heavy.
I'm really.
It's the same for everyone.
I'm struggling to give him a rating.
I'm gonna give him 7. He was flying in today.
I'm gonna give him a 6.
Yeah,
we disagreed a lot today, but I'm gonna give him a 6.
Similar sort of scores though.
Yeah, and then if we look at his partner, Jim O'Brien, against Chesterfield, unbelievable performance.
Very, very good. Yeah.
Today started off well. I remember we knocked it round their player in the middle of the park, set up an attack, got their player booked for bringing him down when we were like 3-on-1, and then after that, head gone. Every pass was to one of their players, shooting from ridiculously far out that would then get blocked and fall back to Woking for an attack.
Yeah.
I love Jim O'Brien, great player, but he tried to do too much today.
Yeah, he was definitely off colour. I do think Jim O'Brien is one of those players where he's willing to try things that maybe a lot of other players on the pitch wouldn't be willing to try, and when it pays off, it's great. Which for me, majority of the time, it does pay off for him. But when it doesn't pay off like it didn't so much today, it just looks awful. But I really like Jim O'Brien, like you said. He's a great player. I think he's pivoted in the changing room as well. But today, no, I'm going to give him a 5.
I'm going to give him a 5.5, yeah. Then we look up front and we look at Christian Dennis.
Gets the goal. He had to today though, didn't he? Storm Dennis.
Yeah, that's why we're in the car.
Yeah.
Car's shaking about all over the place this winning, but he's done absolutely nothing.
Literally, it must have been about 30 seconds before he scored. You turned to me and said, "Forgot Dennis was on the pitch."
Yeah.
You got to give him
7. He scored.
Yeah, he scored.
He's in the right place. He scored.
Yeah, you have to be in those places to score. Yeah, definitely.
And then his strike partner Wootton. How he's not scored in the first half? He's got so much time, and it was an awful shot. But he's being marked by someone that you don't get a player that's considerably taller than Wootton.
One thing I'd like to say about Wootton today is it's another one of those games where he's been double marked. They're doubling up on him, and every time he was tussling to give himself a chance to get the ball, was the ref blowing for a foul.
Don't talk to me about that. Right?
And he is one of those players, we've said it before, where if there's things going against him because he is a target man, big physical player, which it happens. He doesn't really seem to get frustrated, and you could see him today. He's really losing his temper, as was all the fans, because that ref was awful. If we did a player rating for the ref,
it would be a 0 easily.
Yeah, awful. Awful. I thought the ref at Dagenham was bad. That was something else today.
Yeah, he was. He was just slated as he walked off that pitch.
Yeah.
Now no subs today, which is unusual, so we've got no one to go into. But I'm going to put something at the end of this video. I think we now, for the run-in, go for a formation change. I think teams have worked out if they stop Wootton, they stop us playing. I think we need to do a bit of a change around, and I want to see us for one game accommodate Rose, Doyle, and O'Brien in a midfield 3.
No, I think that's a bit harsh. In a team that's absolutely littered with injuries and suspensions, we're not going to be on fire in form.
No, but when was the last time we had consistency?
Well, yeah, there is that.
We're losing games we should be winning. Then we're winning like comfortably against Chesterfield. Then we're getting a draw, and I think it needs to change a bit. I think teams are working us out.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. So leave your player ratings if you got down to the game in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.